Hello again today, YouTube. Today is 3/23/2023. Yesterday the market was up pretty significantly. Down pretty significantly, and today is getting back its gains. A lot of that had to do with the Federal Reserve raising interest rates. But today I don't really want to talk about the market, but I want to talk. I know I come on here and talk about the stock market, but I kind of want to talk about today about the important reasons why. You can see over my shoulder here, is a Warren Buffett with a quote. And one of his quotes is, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. And the reason why I wanted to talk about that today is one of the main reasons that I created this channel. And one other quote that I want, or not really a quote, but one other thing that someone talked about is Floyd Mayweather. He talks about freedom, and he was talking about how he wakes up at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and that's what he strived for in life, was to be able to have freedom. I would call that, in America, I would call that economic freedom, which is what I try to strive for on this channel, mainly is economic freedom. And so what I'm going to use is, I made a video a while back, as y'all know, a lot of y'all know I read Adam Smith, and he talks about the 4 ways to make money. And I'm going to use that because there's 4 ways to make money, and he's talking about if you don't make, Buffett's in his quote, he's talking about if you don't learn how to make money while you're asleep, you're going to basically work until you die. So the 4 ways Adam Smith talked about making money was money off land, money off of others' labors, and money off your labor. Obviously, if you're making money while you're asleep, the only way to make money while you're asleep is money off of land, money off of others' labor, and money off of money. So, as y'all know, my main way of making money is off of others' labor and off of money. And my favorite being off of money. Land, the reason why I don't like land, I never really got into real estate. There's been a lot of people that make a lot of money off real estate. That's not a knock on people that make money off real estate, but the reason why it was never something that I liked, and I looked into it a lot, is that real estate is a very low margin business. You can have some appreciation of your land, but it's whether it's commercial property or whether it's residential property, it has low margin. And just to explain a little bit about how people make money off of land, what most people do is they go buy the land off of commercial real estate, kind of easier to explain. It's almost the same as residential. And they get someone to either build a building on that, basically they get a lease. And as soon as they get a lease, they go to the bank. And let's say it's $1 million, it's $1 million land. They go get a lease that pays them so much money per month. They immediately return to the bank. And let's say this person is paying $3,000 a month in lease payments, which is $36,000 a year. They immediately after they get that lease, they take that lease and they take it to the bank and they borrow more money to get to their next property. And like I said, what they do is, if they can collect their lease every $3,000 a month for $36,000 a year, they may get a new lease payment that's, on a new lease, the money that they receive, that's $33,000 a year, or so basically they're bringing in $36,000 a year. They're paying the bank out $33,000 a year, and so they're making a $3,000 a year profit. That's how a lot of that's a real basic, just trying to use basic math, but that's kind of how a lot of commercial real estate work. And the reason why I don't like that, because if something goes wrong, it goes wrong really, really fast. Okay, so why do I like making money off money? How do you make money off of money? The 2 main ways is in the stock market and in bonds. And the reason why I like that is because it takes very, very little effort, or it's a lot of passive income on my part, especially once you consume the information and knowledge in which you spend a lot of time. I spent years and years and years learning it. But once you learn that information, you know that information. You can study stocks, but a lot of times you take someone, like myself, once you've been doing this so long, you know the majority of the companies, you know what their balance sheet look like, you know pretty much how much money they make. You can follow them quarter by quarter, year by year, reading their annual report. But it doesn't take a lot of effort once you've done that. So that's why I like it. In the way you make money in stocks, almost like in land, you can have an appreciation of the stock, meaning the stock goes up, and you can have the dividend income. And remember, we're not traders. We don't trade 1 or 2 days. We believe in making long-term, sustainable investments in really good companies. So I will repeat the quote again because it's just so important. If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. And no one wants to work until they die. No one wants to do that. And the more passive income you can receive, the more freedom you can have for yourself. I hope this information was helpful. If you like the channel, please subscribe and like. Go follow some of our other videos that will give you some of the information that might help you in becoming more financially independent.